Hey folks, it's break time, and that means it's another edition of the Anime Break Room with your hosts Will Medina and Dabir Weeks. Dabir, what's up, man? How we doing today?
Not too bad, Will. How you doing today?
I'm good. We have a full house. We always have a full house.
Yeah.
We always have a full house for the most part. Back with us today on the Anime Break Room. It's always a joy to have Joe Cool on the show, on the podcast. There we go. What's up, Joe? How we doing, man?
You know, chilling, another day.
Yeah, I'm excited. We're excited.
Mm-hmm.
And we also have somebody who hasn't been on the podcast for quite some time. The one, the only. Derek, what's up, man? How we doing?
Thanks for having me, man. I'm glad to be back. I'm doing well. How about you guys?
Good. Before we start, I have to say congratulations on your engagement.
Oh,
thank you, sir. Thank you.
You and
Congrats.
Danielle.
Yeah, Danielle. Yeah.
Yes, congratulations to both of you guys. I hope best of wishes for both of you.
Thank you.
And many more years of happiness.
Thank you.
You know, so congratulations on your engagement. It was pretty cool. Like I saw it on Facebook, and I know you had to be sweating bullets a little bit.
Yeah, I've been sweating bullets because of like the nervousness. And dude, when we were there, it was like 107 real feel.
Oh, with Gettysburg, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, it was hot, and I play hockey, and I don't like the heat.
No, but yeah, like I said, congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations to Danielle if she does listen. You know, so like I said, happy for both of you guys. You guys are I know Derek. Obviously, we work together. So Derek, you're a good dude, and I'm really happy for you. Man.
Thank you, man.
Well, with that being said, Derek, we're talking about your favorite topic today.
It's the best in the whole wide world.
Let's not get carried away, okay? It is up there. It is up there.
You're right. The best in the whole wide world is Gohan going Super Saiyan 2. Poor Vegeta.
You win.
Okay. Anyway, the same thing as a grown adult. All right.
Oh my god. So this week we're talking about Demon Slayer, Hashira Training Arc. A lot to get into. Before we get into that, Derek, you finished Kaiju number 8.
Yes, I did.
We all are excited for Kaiju number 8. You like the anime, right?
It was great.
Okay.
Like I said, I give it like an 8 out of 10.
What? Yeah,
8 out of 10 because...
Wait, Joe, hold on. Joe, what did you give it?
9.5.
Oh, you're okay. Joe's really excited. It's Joe's like almost anime of the year competing with Soul Leveling. So
Yeah.
Dabir, you 9, 8.5?
I definitely give it a 9. I really enjoyed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Derek, you do have gripes.
Yes.
Okay. I read because we do have a chat going on with me, you, Dabir, and Litos, and I have read the paragraphs that you have sent.
So did I.
I wasn't doing anything at work, so I wasn't doing anything at work, so I had time to complain.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, my gripes just come from like a military standpoint because I was in for like 8 years,
Right.
Of like seeing Kafka's intelligence for like the kaiju and stuff, and like I know that the vice captain put him in. He's like, no, hey, like he'll be fine. I want to keep an eye on him, which I like that. And I like how they did it too of, hey, he's researching. He's in the library late at night reading the books and stuff. But like from a tactical standpoint, I'm like, bro, get him off the battlefield, put him in the library, put him in that computer room when you guys go out on missions with the girl with the glasses, and be like, yo, Kafka, how do we beat this thing? Oh, well, it has a weak point here. Cool, great. You're out of harm's way. When you get back, we're going to kind of like, you're going to teach everyone.
Yeah.
And that gives him, because I mean, if you look at the vice captain alongside Captain Mina,
Yeah.
he was always told like, hey, you won't be in the defense force because you use swords. No one uses swords anymore, bro. But she took that risk with him.
Right.
So there's really no reason
Because they complement each other.
Yeah. So there's really no reason to, it's not that far-fetched that he could be there as a logistical support to both of them.
Right.
In that top 3, essentially.
I think, though, that would just, like,
And
it just messes up the whole story.
yeah, and because Abnel said that too. Shout out to him. We were saying that too.
Gawi-sama.
And like how in the battlefield he's dissecting them because that was his job before.
Right.
So I'm like, I get it. And like all my gripes are stupid, but like, bro.
No, it's...
No such thing.
Yeah.
It makes sense, though.
I mean, you have your own opinion. You're wrong, but you have your own opinion.
I am wrong, but Like even to like you said earlier, and I forgot about it. He couldn't lift the rifle because his battle power was too low.
Right.
I'm like, bro, you're going into a combat zone with nothing.
He did have a pistol.
He's got the pistol.
Yeah, he did have a pistol. He never takes it out. Yeah. Well, he did take it out in the training.
Yeah, in the training that was it.
Yeah.
But actually in combat,
right. He was more using his intellect on his kaiju, and that's how he was trying to be effective and an asset somehow, which we all gave him praise in our last episode. But I see, like we talked about before we aired, I see where you're coming from. As far as with your military background, it doesn't make sense a soldier not having a weapon in battle.
And like back in World War II, medics wouldn't, but it's not World War II anymore.
Right.
It's not that.
We're far from World War II.
My biggest gripe, and I just remembered it too, is when the blonde girl, I always mess up her name.
Kikoru?
Yeah, when Kikoru's like on top of the monster, like shooting she's like, the bullets aren't penetrating, and she just goes and grabs a street sign and just smashes and slices it in half. I'm like, that's dumb. I get you have like battle power in your suit, but I'm like, that's stupid. So what's the purpose of your weapons now? They don't do anything.
That's the point where I think they were really trying to push the
power level.
Yeah, with the battle suit and all that.
Which okay, I get that.
But
but I was like, because that's when I paused it. I'm like, I don't know if I can watch this right now.
No, like I said, I mean I joke around with you, but it's legit. Like I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I know you have the military background, and those are little things that definitely will, as someone like you will be like, that doesn't make any sense. Like why? But in my opinion, this whole military element.
Yeah, it's an add-on.
Yeah,
to
that's
the
all.
Story,
That's
which
all
which
it
is I do like. Too.
It's not a big focus on the story. The story is about the monsters and how like Kafka transforming and that's the big part of the story. And with the intents of the battles and all that, like that's how it's gonna draw on a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Because the story itself is very plain cut and dry. From what I'm reading, in the manga, it's just there's nothing. It's not too much into it, like One Piece, where there's so many mysteries. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's just, but it's just it's a good watch.
Yeah,
like,
no, it definitely
enjoyed
is.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely is. I'm like, one other complaint that I had that just just to keep it short of like he didn't really struggle with the kaiju ability. Kafka.
Okay.
He didn't really struggle with it. Like, he kind of broke not the elevator, the hospital door and stuff, and then the window, and then other than that, like he's fighting. He's like. He seemed like he knew the abilities.
When he first transformed, you're saying?
Yeah, when he first transformed to the hospital. Like, he kind of, like, ripped the door and the window. He's like, I got to get out of here.
Well, that's the struggle, because he didn't know his own strength.
Yeah.
That's how I'm going to take it. But they did say there was a 3-month time skip.
There was a time skip? Okay. Yeah, so I must have missed that then.
Time skip.
I must have missed that then. So
we don't try to discuss time skips with Joe.
That is true. They didn't really specify like those 3 months he was training with the kaiju. They didn't specify.
It was a bypass.
Yeah. They didn't really explain it.
I
see what you're saying, Derek.
Yeah. I must have missed that. So my bad.
I see what you're saying because I didn't see that either. Like he went from not knowing his own strength to destroying a whole wall, and then they show him again in the next scene. Pretty much using all his strength, destroy.
But they also portrayed him like losing control of his own body. Like
too. They did show that.
They
too,
had like things coming out.
His whole body was morphing.
Remember when he ate the bird?
Oh yeah.
That was I was.
And he started peeing out his nipples.
Yo, that was funny. When I read that in the manga,
that pee or was that
it was pee. Because remember he said, "Oh, I gotta go."
Oh yeah, that's it.
And then Rhino was like, "But I'm looking down there. I don't see anything."
Ain't got no junk, bro.
Yeah, and then he just comes out of his nipples. Like when I read that in the manga, I was like, "Yo, this is crazy." But yeah, like I said, Derek, I get what you're saying. All valid. Like it's valid. You have a right to your opinion.
Usually I'm in your shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe. Yeah, Joe questions everything, which is cool. No, but
which is good.
Though. Yeah, which is good.
You should
question
everything.
Right.
But
so
how does it differ? Like, because you also got to put them into perspective, right? You got to break things down. And you say in the aspect of like serving, right?
Yeah.
do you have a choice on what is delegated to you as far as like a job or?
So like so you do it with the ASVAB, the aptitudes battery. You take the test in high school, like everyone does. And it kind of gives you like that grading of like, hey, this is what you can do. For example, like, I was military police. I wanted to do fire support specialist, which was like missiles and stuff to help infantry, but I'm too stupid. My one, I think it was my GT score wasn't high enough, and it's like, hey, you can't do that, but this stuff is what you qualify for, and so you kind of pick that, and then it's just like, hey, it goes from, hey, like if you go to infantry. Then it goes into like other stuff of, hey, you can't pass the PT test or you're a crappy shot with the weapon. That's where they start getting you out and start weeding people out. But other than that, like you can change your job after a couple years and stuff, but you just have to you go through like a whole process of it, like change that and like make sure you qualify, and it's a headache. But
So basically, you're saying you got to show improvement.
Yeah.
Within the.
Yeah, within that, and then because like for me, military police, I could go MPI, which was like detectives and stuff, like basically NCIS, but Army. And that was something that was attached to them with the police. That, I mean, if you basically look at it for military police, it's just take a police officer, put him on a military base, change the uniform. There you go, military police.
Yeah.
And do you think that differs by country? Because
I'm
ignorant. Yeah, I'm ignorant to this.
Yeah, that's a good point too. I think that would differ. Yeah.
Yeah. So theoretically speaking, they're basing it off of
Japan.
Yeah,
Right.
which that's fair. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. So it's like, and again, I'm ignorant to the whole, military stuff and all that. But if you really break it down, there's probably some type of reasoning behind it.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about it.
No, but at the same time, like like I said, they're perfect. You have good gripes. I get it. Yeah, for sure. But that's a good point though, Joe. Like
it is.
Each country does have their own difference. And it seems like as soon as you enlist in this defense force, you're automatically infantry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's no other way around it. That's how they perceive it. Obviously, there's people, in on base, looking over radars and everything and stuff like that. But it just seems like, hey, you're infantry no matter what.
And I feel like he only has like a limited amount of knowledge. His knowledge doesn't like exceed what he's already experienced as far as like his job, his previous job. Yeah. He doesn't really have any combat experience. He doesn't really have.
Well, it showed in the suit.
Yeah,
the suit. He had a 0.
No, but I'm saying like, as far as like, how can I word this? Not athleticism, but some type of experience, like boxing.
Right.
Like,
okay.
That type of like,
some sort of martial arts or something. Yeah,
some type of background.
Right.
Because even if he had that and it's still 0, then it's kind of like fishy, like what's going on here.
Okay. No, I get what you're saying. Okay. Good points. No, very, very good points. Yeah, very valid. But I loved our talk with Kaiju No Raid. It was good. It was good. Yeah. The 4 of us with Ito, we were just anticipating it. Mm-hmm. Like I know the one week we watched the finale with Lethal, we were trying so hard not to talk about it because we're just all excited for it. So, but also I'm glad that Derek's watching. You gave it a shot.
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
I finished it also.
Yeah, so
that's awesome.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But you still give it. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. How did you feel about the last episode?
I had mixed feelings on it. I liked it, and because I said something to Abnell about it, like with the guy with the number 1, like the sword, kind of remind. I like that he was going to be there to stop him, but like I know I told you earlier, Will, of like the director was he was getting his ass kicked.
Yeah.
And it's like everyone's just like.
But you have to realize too, though. You have to realize too. He wasn't going all out, and they even said it. Like the people that were in that
top,
group, they even say, "Yo, he could have been killed Kafka."
Yeah,
like.
Yeah, with his first blow.
Yeah,
when he went for his liver to get his DNA. Yeah.
Which it like slightly bothered me too because Kikuro was like, "Yeah, if they find out you're a kaiju, you're dead on the spot."
Right.
And then Mina takes him into custody. I'm like, all right, that's...
Well,
I get she's essentially vouching for him, and they know, but at the same time, it's like
right because if it was another defense force, they probably would have killed him. Yeah, but since him and Mina are close, they have history.
I think if they were to try and kill him, I think Kikuru. Yeah. And Reno would have stepped in.
That's true.
Yeah. That's true. And been like, what are you guys doing? Are you stupid? He just saved us.
Yeah. And then after seeing him knock that giant bomb, who knows how far, they was scared. I'll be scared. I'm not about to fight him. You see that?
Was it you, Dabir, that said you just didn't like how that outcome came where he just saved them and now they're taking him into custody? Was it you?
Was it me?
No, I hated it.
Oh, it was you.
I hated it.
Okay, it was Joe.
Yeah, it wasn't me. I'm thinking like, no, I don't think I said anything.
Why take him into not only that, but it's just doesn't make any sense. If I was in their position, and I don't know if you feel the same, but I would turn tail. He saved us? Okay, cool. I'm out. You know what I'm saying?
I get another day to breathe. Right?
No shame in my game.
You know what I'm saying? Like he just saved us from a calamity, and we're over here trying to take him in.
Right.
Like, bye.
They said that was basically a nuke.
Yeah. Which that was my complaint about this. Not so much of like they taking. I agree with you though. I'm like, nah, he just punched a nuke out of here. Nah, I'm good. But like, they all start shooting at it, and the vice captain's like, yo, no, hold your fire. So this man just runs up and punches it. I'm like, okay, so let's just stop shooting at it so he can go and punch it. I'm like, that's so dumb.
I guess
like,
I didn't really think about that.
I'm like, okay, stop shooting. He's like, I'm going to save everyone. Then he can randomly fly and then punch
he's been...
Yeah, jet boosters.
The jet boosters.
They kind of showed that, but not in that aspect. Yeah. Like, he uses it to
increase the velocity for his punch.
Yeah, but he was able to use it just to kind of propel. That's a better word. Propel in the air. Yeah. The punch, I mean,
it's jump. He did jump.
Yeah, I know he did jump.
But the punch, if you look at it, he's punching in the air, so it's
which okay, cool, like it up, but still, you're shooting at it, and then he's like, "Oh, they were shooting at it, it didn't work. I'm gonna go punch it."
You know what? If I was in Kafka's shoes, I definitely would have been scared to punch it too. After seeing them shoot it, and then one of them exploded so much that the shockwave was pushing everybody back. I definitely would have been scared to punch it. Yeah.
Maybe he was able to control.
The way they showed it was more like a cushion, like he was. Yeah. I don't know how to.
Like he put the right amount of velocity and force.
Yeah. So he was able to put pressure on it, and you could tell he was like kind of like.
Right.
He didn't actually punch it directly either. He didn't punch the part where it explodes. He punched right in between.
Yeah.
So it's like So I don't know if that's part of his knowledge as far as like, you know.
Maybe. But like I said, Derek, you have good gripes. Like I get it. Trust me. It is good. Valid. I try. Approved. All right. But let's talk about why we're really here today. And let's get into our chop talk. Because it's all about Demon Slayer. Obviously, the Hashira Training Arc. We're excited for the trilogy movies. The way they ended the Hashira Training Arc was amazing. IBMB gave that episode 9.8.
Yeah.
Did you see what they gave?
Yes. The Shanks episode 9.9. We can't say it because I don't want to spoil it for Derek.
I mean, I do like Shanks, so I'll allow it.
He said I'll allow it.
Oh God. Anyway,
what was the score? What was the score
for what?
The Shanks episode.
9.9. Yeah. Did you see what they scored? Jobless. The episode where Paul died.
What did they score?
Rest in peace.
9.7.
9.7.
Yeah, it was right. 9.7. 9.6.
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Oh, how was that?
Oh my God. Dude. Oh my God. It was good. Well, we gotta talk about it later. Right, we definitely did. Yes, it was good. But with that being said, let's jump into our chop talk today. And obviously, like I said, the 3 movies are coming out. The finale. So with that being said, first 4 seasons are in the books. You guys, tell me, what is your favorite moment of the Demon Slayer series? Derek Bull, do you want to start?
Sure.
No, you want to go last? Because I know we were building the anticipation.
Sure.
You want to go last?
Offering, yeah.
Okay. Who wants to go first? You want me to go first? I'll go first.
Yeah, you go first.
Okay, I'll go
Yeah,
first. I'll go
go
first.
ahead.
Open
So-
it up.
So yeah. Anyways, so I'm a big Zenitsu fan. You know, and there's a couple of scenes that he has that really got to me. I'm gonna do this as an honorable mention. The recent scene with him falling into the Infinity Castle, fire. Because I'm excited.
Oh.
But that's honorable?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
Cold.
because I love when he first.
So cold.
It was, but I felt like when he first showed his, what he can do, like after sleeping, when he first killed that in season 1, first killed that was like, because it's like I expected it, but I didn't expect how it comes about, and so like I forgot what that demon was gonna kill or eat the one, like a girl it was like a child, I think. So. And all of a sudden, like, you see his tongue get cut. And you're like, yo.
Yeah.
And then, like, this whole persona just changed. But his eyes are closed. And, like, you see lightning and thunder everywhere. You're just like, yo. Like, that was, to me, that was my favorite moment. I don't know. Like,
That moment was dope.
It was.
They really put a good amount on
if you think about it, he passed the selection test in season 1.
Yeah.
So he passed that. They didn't show it. You know what I'm saying? And he's, like, kind of like, like scared and everything.
Yeah, it's like, how did he pass?
Right,
Yeah.
and that's what I'm thinking. It's like, yo, how did this dude pass? So fast forward a couple episodes, and he meets up with Tanjiro. They're on this mission, and all of a sudden, like, you see what he can do, but he's asleep.
Effortlessly.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it reminds me. Well, I should say Stark reminds me of him. That's why I like Stark from Frieren.
Okay.
So, because they don't know their potential. You know what I'm saying? Because Zenitsu is legit, like, he's strong.
Yeah.
And the fact that he only has one technique, but he can elevate that technique, you know what I'm saying, and make it stronger and stronger and stronger. That to me is unique. That's why I like the character, because it's just unique.
He only has one technique?
Yeah. It's just like that thunderclap.
Yeah, thunderclap and flash.
Yeah.
The first breathing form. He only knows that
that's the
one.
only thing he knows. But he goes like tenfold.
He only has one technique.
Yeah.
Because Gramps told, I keep saying Gramps, thinking of Luffy now. Because Gramps told him, he's like, hey, if you're going to do something, master at least one technique before you learn something else. He's like, there's no point in teaching you like so many other techniques if you can't master one.
Really?
Yeah.
And it always makes me think of the fear of the man that practices like the same kick 1,000 times. Like
Then rather than 1,000 kicks one time.
Yeah.
What's that saying from?
It's an old saying. I don't even know where it originates
Oh,
from.
I never heard that.
Say that again?
The fear of the man that practiced the same kick 1,000 times.
Interesting.
I never heard
It's
that.
a longer saying, but I'm simplifying it.
That's an interesting saying. I never heard that before.
I should look up the whole saying.
That's fine.
Yeah, no, that's dope.
Fun fact, Inosuke was at the selections?
Yeah.
Inosuke was
Was
actually
he really?
Yeah,
because if there's a scene where like Tanjiro is looking around and you can hear in the distance.
Really?
Yeah, you can hear Inosuke laughing.
Oh, I gotta
And they're
rewatch
like-
it.
And I'm pretty sure there's like a side character who's like, yeah, there's this crazy boar out there.
I don't even remember that. That's funny.
That's funny.
Yeah, if you go back and listen to in the selections, you'll hear Inosuke out in the woods just having the time of his life.
Oh yeah, no. You know what? He grew on me, Inosuke. I'm not gonna lie. At first I didn't like him. I was like, oh, I guess guy's gonna be annoying. But he grew on me. I think the one part that I chuckle is where he gets his new swords from.
Yeah.
Who was it?
It wasn't Haganatsuka. It was another guy. I can't remember the guy's name.
The swordsmith gives him the swords, and he looks at it, and they're nice, clean blades, and he just grabs a rock and just starts pounding them because he likes them jagged, So he just destroys the blades, and they're just looking like, "Are you crazy?" He goes, It's just like that
To make him serrated.
Yeah, right. I was like, okay, I get it. Like I get the character, But for me, like I said, Zenitsu's my favorite character. And I love that when he first showed, him asleep, like how he fights when he's asleep. I don't know. To me, that was an interesting moment.
Was he asleep when fighting the spiders?
Yeah.
He was?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like, so, like when they first showed it, he's asleep. You know what I'm saying? It just seems like he's unconscious. When he's fighting the spiders and arm forward. It's like he's conscious but asleep. Like he's aware.
Poison.
Well, yeah. But I don't know. It just seems different from when they first did it. So like, because now it seems like Inosuke and Tanjiro, like they know, okay, you have to be asleep to be strong. So it's like he's conscious, but yet he's still like asleep. That's how I look at it.
So can you put Inosuke and Zenitsu in the same bracket? Because I feel like that's
Are you strength wise?
No, it's more of like a primal instinct.
I can see with that because I know when Tanjiro first fought Inosuke hand to hand, Inosuke was always going for low strikes.
Yeah,
and Tanjiro was like, why does he keep going low? Like he's not going for killing blows.
He feels like he's a boar.
And I liked that they did that. He's like, oh, that's why, because this guy literally thinks he's an animal.
Yeah. That.
So it's like that primitive primal feel to like both of them.
I never thought of that.
That's interesting. That's I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna have to agree, but it's just hard because I don't. Do I look at it falling asleep as being primal?
Well, because you're not in control of it yourself. You're letting your body do the
so it's
instinctual.
More so it's just straight instinct. Well,
yeah.
Okay. I'll give you. Yeah. Now that you that makes sense. I'm going with that. Yeah. It's just straight instinct. Yeah. And then you're basically like trying to stay alive. You know basically. What I'm saying? Okay. Yeah. No, that's good. Yeah. We'll go with that. I'll go with that. That's
also
good.
I want to ask Will, because I know you like blind swordsman.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
So when his eyes was closed, he brought that sword out. How did you feel about that?
Yeah. I just like blind characters. Period. Like if a character is blind,
they are always dope, no matter what movie or anime, whatever.
Like Shion from Hell's Paradise.
Oh yeah,
fire character.
Yeah,
fire character.
He made it out alive. So let's see what happens next season.
I'm kind of hope they confirm that sometime soon. But definitely is something I recommend to you, Derek Bull.
Oh yeah,
Hell's Paradise. Right. You like Samurais, right?
Yeah, Samurais.
Yeah.
It's a unique story.
It is. But yeah, no, Zenitsu, and like I said, yeah, it is honorable mention. But him. He just seemed like he was on one, falling into the and then like it broke the that scene just is breaking the internet. Like
it was being shared everywhere constantly.
Yes, so I'm fired up to see him in this Infinity Arc. Woo! Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Yeah,
I know Derek. Like I said, Derek read the manga, and he knows I'm a Zenitsu fan. He goes, Will, hey, like.
Hurry up, catch up.
Bro. Dude, your boy has a big blow up. I was like, oh man. So I'm just like, okay, I'm excited.
There's a lot of memes going around that it's Nezuko saying, hey, if you beat Muzan.
Nezuko-chan! Oh,
welcome back.
Another fun fact? Huh?
Welcome back.
Oh.
Inosuke. I'm gonna kill him.
Oh. Yo, I forgot about that. Oh, that's a good moment when Inosuke. He was so heartbroken. He was so heartbroken that she didn't remember his name. It's so great. It's hilarious. But we're talking about that. Talk about the Swordsmith Village. Oh no, I'm sorry, the Hashira Training Arc. But who wants to go next? Joe, Dabir.
I'll go next. I will say that I found the quote is by Bruce Lee.
I was wondering. It had to be Bruce Lee. Yeah,
I didn't want to be wrong, so I had to make sure to check this out.
And it makes sense because Dabir's a huge Bruce Lee fan.
I am. I was wondering. I was like, I had to hear from him. So it says, I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times.
Oh,
that's deep. That's deep.
Oh,
that's deep.
That's literally.
And that's Zenitsu. Like you're seeing him
definitely
just developing this one technique, but he's going like when I see him sell, he has said tenfold. I said, oh my god, like how strong can one technique be? And he's he's just going on and on and on. It's just, like I said, it's just unique to me. Like the whole character is just unique. I know my girl thinks he's weak sauce, but she's wrong. So,
What? Oh.
Yeah, she likes the hard, tough characters, and Zenitsu doesn't fall into that character.
When he came out with that Godspeed
yeah,
technique, I was like,
Oh, real quick. I'm sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
No.
Real quick, Alec Lee, he does Jinwoo for Soul Leveling.
Oh, the voice actor.
Yeah, he does Zenitsu.
Really?
Yeah. He does Shen from Undead Unluck. He does Jinwoo from Soul Leveling, and he does Zenitsu.
Interesting.
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. And then there's another role.
I did see him on the panel. Okay.
There's another role that he does, and I forgot. But he's good. He's getting up there. He's getting up there. He's doing a lot of great rules. He's doing a lot really well. And we talked about how he trolled the Soul Leveling community. That was great. That was great.
Perfect.
But he's definitely getting up there. He's getting up there. So all right, Dabir, go ahead. Your favorite moment.
My favorite moment here. I'm gonna tell y'all the season and the episode.
Ooh.
Season 3, episode 5. When Tanjiro used that Sun Halo Dragon head dance against Upper Moon 4.
Was that an awakening? That was an awakening ability, right? Did he awaken it?
I would say yeah, because his mark
grew.
It flared up and turned into the fire mark.
The animation was crazy for that.
It was so clean.
Yeah.
He took 3 of them out in an instant.
That was
beautiful.
number 4, right?
Yep.
Hantegu, I think that was his name.
Yeah.
I think so.
Number upper rank number 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, that scene was, and like we even talked about it in our Swordsman Village, where you're seeing the development of Tanjiro.
Mm-hmm.
He's getting stronger, and he doesn't have as much fear now as he did early on in the series, and it looks like
more confident in what he's doing. You know, it shows.
and it shows, and like the sun breathing, right? That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Breath of the sun.
Yeah. I just love his attacks. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Which they never really. There's no. Okay, he was looking for a book.
Yeah.
They never found the book.
This is the Mugen train, right? Where he went to go talk to Rengoku about the sun breathing.
Yeah, the father.
Okay, okay.
And the father has the book,
Mm-hmm.
but is not willing to give him the book.
Yeah.
But the Rengoku's brother, it's just there's so many like plot holes I feel like that haven't been like filled. At least touch back on it. Like, does Tanjiro get the book? Is he able to like practice the sun breathing? Is that a thing, you know?
So that will get more, at least for Tanjiro's, because I read the manga. That gets explained more with Tanjiro's father. And essentially the Kamado's backstory more. Yeah. Because there's a little bit more that we still don't know about them to this point.
So that's going to be within these movies.
Oh yeah,
it has to. It has to. It has to be.
It's some flashbacks in here that's gonna be gold.
These movies are gonna be like maybe 2 hour long.
I would hope so, because like I said too, is like they have to do the backstories for Inosuke, Akaza, Doma, Kokushibu. Okay. Obanize is messed up. Yeah, but like, I mean, even a little bit of Muzan, I think too.
Yeah, Muzan,
even though they kind of did it in the Swordsmith Village.
Yeah, you're gonna go deeper into like his actual, from his point of view, backstory.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Yoruichi, right? Is that his name? Am I saying his name right? The first breathing user.
Oh yeah.
You gotta go on his backstory too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So that answers your question.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
But no, I agree with you too. Is like Senjiro and his father have the book. Like
they should have gave us a tidbit more.
Yeah.
Maybe Tanjiro looking through the book.
Yeah.
You know, kind of okay.
I feel like, maybe I can't remember. I feel like there was something with the book, like either some pages were missing or something. I just can't remember.
That in the manga.
No, I think it was in the movie. In the movie, maybe
the Mugen Train movie,
or maybe it was one of the earlier episodes of the season.
Okay,
I can't remember. I just feel like they showed something, but either the pages were missing or smudged something.
Okay.
It was something where just like we were there and then nothing.
I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
Okay. That's interesting. But okay, so something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right.
So much.
So that's it. But that is a good moment. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the development of Tanjiro's strength to see that. And he's getting stronger with the sun breathing techniques, which didn't make you any happier. But
and
we'll get into it.
Adding her flame.
Oh, demon art, the demon blood, yeah, which is fire. I like that.
Yeah, it was. Cool. Oh, that was a combination attack right there.
Yeah. And they work well together. And that's cool in Tanjiro. So
okay,
yeah.
That's crazy. That's wild. These movies better be like 5 hours long. 'Cause I need all of it.
You need the explanation.
I need all of it.
Yeah, it's so much. They go.
And it's only 3 movies.
Yeah. Only 3.
So
I don't think
it can't be no less than 2 hours. Can't be.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, with everything that you guys just talked about, it can't be less than 2 hours.
And then the fights.
Yeah.
Then you gotta put the fights in there too.
Yeah. I just hope it's not too much. You know what I'm saying? Like it just becomes like a ass pull. You know what I'm saying?
Hope not.
Yeah.
But they've been doing well so far. You know, I'm just gonna have a little faith in Euphoria.
The production.
Yeah. It's, so I can't pronounce it.
Yeah,
but
I can't either.
something like that. But yeah, I just they've been doing well so far. So we'll see where they go with that. But Dabir, that's a good moment.
Thank you.
Joe.
Ooh. Okay.
No pressure.
All the
This is kind of like a little bit lackluster at this moment, but it's one of my favorites because it ties in later on.
Okay.
And I'm like, dang, okay, that's actually crazy. And it was like kind of like heartfelt. So in the selection arc, he's training to slice that boulder.
Ooh. Okay.
No,
you know?
Listen, not lackluster. This okay.
No,
go ahead. Go
yeah.
ahead.
And he had 2 kids with him,
Right.
that he was training with.
Right.
One was moral support, and the other was actually giving him like tips, like training, like this and that. And once he finishes the boulder, finishes the selection, he goes back to his master, and he's like, "Yeah, I cut through the boulder. This person was helping me." He's like, "What?"
Yo.
And the master's like thinking to himself, like, "What?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this girl was with blah blah blah. He's like, "What?"
He was like befuddled.
Yeah,
He
he's
was
like,
very befuddled.
No way! Like,
Yeah.
this is crazy. And then, so happens later on, we see. I didn't even put 2 and 2 together. About what's his name?
Giyu?
The water.
Yeah, Giyu.
Giyu. Giyu's
Plague.
His like clothes.
Yeah.
I didn't put 2 and 2 together. I'm like, wait, hold on.
I didn't at first either.
No,
Time out.
Not at first.
No,
Half is Sabido's, and then the other half is his older sister. Which it's not actually that girl there.
No, it's
No,
not.
no, yeah,
It's his older sister
Yeah,
who
yeah,
protected him
yeah.
from a demon when she
which
was
we'll- like I said, we'll get
supposed to get married the next day.
Yeah. Which we'll get it more into for our lunch break topic.
But I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, and then he basically Tanjiro saves Giyu from whatever pit he's in by literally reciting the exact same words.
Yeah. Of his best friend.
I'm like, wow.
Yeah. The way they
I'm
did
like-
that was beautiful. Yeah.
I'm like,
You know what? Can I go back to that boulder scene? Because that scene, like, I almost choked up.
It was a lot to that. It was
Yeah,
a
it was.
lot to that. It was so good.
That scene was so emotional because, like you said, the master was like, "Yo, those people have been dead for like years.
Yeah.
Like, how did you see them?" And I'm thinking, "Oh my god!" Like, it just like I was so mind blown.
You know
with
what?
that scene.
it was shocking.
It
I was
was.
like, damn.
Yeah,
And I think that also ties in to what's going to be coming up soon. It would be the first movie
Yeah, I think that's the first
with
movie.
him seeing spirits.
Oh,
that just clicked. You think that's a part of that?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I didn't even think about that.
It's in the manga, so I can't really say. But
there's some manga talk going on here.
I think that I never really thought about it until now. That should.
Has he seen spirits elsewhere? Aside from this particular moment?
I don't think so.
No.
So I would say that's the first moment. And then in the first movie, they're going to explain on him seeing stuff that not a lot of people can see.
Tanjiro?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
I just thought about that.
Okay.
It's gonna be pretty cool because they don't ever touch on it like at all. It's gonna be new.
We got a lot to look forward to.
Yeah.
These movies are gonna be long.
Yeah.
These movies are gonna be. It sounds like these movies are gonna be super long.
Okay.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. Every time I see Tanjiro's hands all like damaged, I think about that boulder. Every time they show his hands, I'm like,
yeah,
my man trained.
That like I said, that boulder scene was to me that's a really like. The beginning scene where his family gets destroyed, like you're like, whoa, like this is crazy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Right from the jump, kind of like Attack on Titan. Same thing. Like Aaron's mom gets eaten in the first episode. You're like, wow, it's nuts. Mm. But the boulder scene really drew me in to this anime, and I'm just like, wow, like it touched me. Yeah. You know, it did. It just like had that emotion. I was like, wow, that was pretty good. That like I didn't expect that at all. So the boulder scene itself, like the way like how it kind of ties into everything else was pretty cool. But the boulder scene itself for me was pretty unique. I like it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, again, it's probably one of my favorite scenes.
Yeah.
I just it was like shocking to me for me to not realize that half of his clothes was his best friends, and I'm like, how did I not ever put that together?
Yeah. No,
he was the previous. So the master, from my understanding, was the previous water.
Hashira.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So he basically taught his breathing technique to Gyo, and this other Sabudo is it?
Yeah. Sabudo, yeah.
Yeah. He taught him.
Right.
He was the better one with the technique, and Gyo was not as great. He became the greatest using the technique, but he still doesn't classify himself a water Hashira until the whole Tanjiro grab hit, the Takano Jutsu came out of him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, like I said, we'll get into because that's a talking point I want to get into with Gyu's backstory, but we'll definitely get into it more once we get to our lunch break topic. But before we do that, are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Are you good? Okay.
Yeah.
Derek Bull.
You know, I have an honorable mention now that you bring up Gyu. His 11th form, Dead Calm.
Oh.
And it's like, okay, cool, 11th form. And it shows you the point of view from the demon. And it's like,
ooh, yeah.
Yo, Gyu's just walking at him. Yo, Gyu. Man, this is... Oh. And then you see like him just clean off the sword and like sheath it again. And you're like... Dude, he was quick and dead calm. Like all that was just cool. But
what is the? Was it like his blood pressure or it's like super low?
Like he slowed his heart rate or something. Like, if I remember correctly, he slowed his heart rate to basically almost his heart stopping, but his movement speed was still so fast that it was.
Yeah, it blinked of an eye. Yeah, that's crazy.
It was dope.
That's crazy. That was in the spider.
Yeah, in the spiders.
The Spider Force season 1.
I have to rewatch it.
Yeah. I remember how the spider demon, he put his hands up to do that blood technique. His head was already cut off. I loved it. Like it was just like he looked up, like look for Gyu. He was already behind him.
Right.
I was just like, oh, what's going on?
Yeah, Gyu's legit.
He doesn't. At that point, he didn't even consider himself a Hashira.
Yeah,
it's crazy, right?
He's like, no, this is dumb. He's like, this was an easy fight. Then you got Dom and Osuke, which I love. Just fight me.
Yeah.
He's like, no, go train.
Did he tie him up?
Yeah, he's like, no, you're gonna fight me. He's like, no, I'm not. Go away. And then he tied him up. But no,
that's honorable mention.
That's the honorable mention. And before I say mine, just a formal apology to the God of Festivals, the Lord of Flashiness, Lord Tengen Uzui, because his is my favorite. All of his fight against Daki, and I'm going to include her for this, and Gyotaro, because if you looked at it, when it has the perfect amount of action, comedy, and compassion, I'll say. Yeah. Because when he showed up, he cut Daki's head off. She's like, "Oh, you cut my head off," and she's like crying. She's like, "Would you shut up and die already? You're not the one I'm looking for." And he's like so unflashy.
When Gyotaro popped up, that was crazy.
And so this is what I liked too, and I liked that they did it. And I'll bring this up later when we do the training arc. That he was a former shinobu. He was a former ninja.
Yeah.
So him using the smoke grenades, the flash grenades, that stuff inside of his fights. Yeah. Loved every single of that. And you could see how aware he was in his battle too, because Gyotaro was going to kill Tanjiro when him and Tengen both went in. And if you see, Tengen realizes this, uses his left leg and kicks Tanjiro away, and then goes back to the fight. So it's like, so he's super aware. Yeah. And obviously with Inosuke and Zenitsu fighting Daki, and you have one of Tengen's wives there, she's about to get killed, and Tanjiro stops it. And then Tengen comes back, and he's like, "Hey, you have my utmost gratitude." But he's still focusing on Gyotaro, so he's aware of what's
his
going on with
him. All over the whole battlefield.
And so like I said earlier to you guys, I saw this on Reddit. The page is the Kimetsu no Yaiba. It's someone who posted this. Shout out to Cartoon OG for them. His musical score technique, the end. Remember, he's poisoned. So and it's like to dive. I'm gonna abridge it a bit. Like to dive more into detail. He was lying on the floor, dying of poison. He had to stop his heart from pumping the blood to do it. So he's doing that, and during all of this, he's laying on the floor, dying of poison, the blood loss. The brain is coming impaired because he's cutting off that circulation, the oxygen to his brain. And he's starting to die. Doing this, he's analyzing Gyotaro's attacks. And then he gets up and he's like, I know his moves. He's like, I know all of his moves now because I analyzed everything while I was dying back there. And he's like, so that's why he's like, I can read it now.
This was right before Tanjiro got.
This is before I want to say it's after Gyotaro broke his fingers like a Kit Kat bar.
Oh, yeah.
And because he was going to kill him, and then Tengen came in and knocked him away. He's like, yeah, I can see it. Yeah. And I liked it, too, because like, all right, cool, we're going for the win. We're going for the win with this. Yeah. And that was his, like I said, like the callback to his ninja roots, the comedy with, Daki of like, shut up and die already. Like, no one cares. Yeah. Like the musical score technique was great, and it showed the trio having their glow up, and finally too of like Obanai showing up. He's like, "Hey, like, get up." He's like, "Dude, I'm dying of poison now."
You struggled this much,
and he's fighting with one arm,
right?
Like one eye,
yeah.
And I liked it too, like how you said with Nezuko and like the fire and stuff. Just puts her little hand on him, lights him on fire, and his wife's like, "Whoa, what are you doing?"
He's like, "You set him on fire?
What are you doing? I'm gonna spank you."
And then it cured him. He's like, "Nah, I'm done. Kamado kid, he can take over."
Oh yeah, the way he retired was pretty cool.
It was
and I liked it too with Tanjiro because when he joined the fight again, against Gyotaro with Tengen complimented him on his flashiness. He's like, "Oh yeah, I have been teaching you. That was a very flashy entrance." I'm like, "Oh, dude, just stop saying flashy." But I keep saying it now, and I'm like, you know what? I don't hate it anymore.
For a while, you was like, "Yo, what's up with this dude flashy?" Like I know it was irky for a little bit. Then it just like it got catchy.
Yeah.
All right, flashy. So that's it, yo. But okay, real quick, is that fight the best fight in the series?
Hands down.
Yeah, as of right now, yes. I do like Gyome when he showed up at the Hashira temple or the master's house.
But the Hashiras fighting each other in the training arc is
that was sick too.
Yeah,
that was nice to see them fighting each other.
So with that being said, let's jump into our lunch break topic. Hashira Training Arc. Which, real quick before we get into the arc itself, I don't know if all you guys seen what IBMB ranked the whole arc. Like I believe it was IBMB that ranked the last episode 9.8. Was it 9.8, right? I think
so, yeah, 9.8.
9.8 out of 10. But they ranked the whole arc in itself like a 3.
Yeah, seeing that, I was like, ooh.
A 3?
Yeah,
The whole arc,
yeah. The whole arc was a 3.
A 3?
Well, it was very lackluster.
Yeah, but it was to be expected. I wouldn't have given it a 3, but it was compared to what's gonna happen. I hope they look back and they're like, oh, okay, so they were setting that up.
Mm-hmm.
Which you would think that's what they, because these critics should be professionals.
Who are these critics?
I don't know.
Somebody who don't watch nothing.
Yeah. So that's basically where I'm going with, like, it's a build to what's going to happen next.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is all just preparing us to, because according to Dabir and Derek, and even Deej, my girl's son, there's gonna be some deaths. There's gonna be some loss.
Yeah.
As long as as it ain't no main character stuff like Agame.
This dude, he hates that.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Agame got killed.
I can't.
That traumatized me.
Gay be on that type of way too.
Yeah. Yo, I still cry when Nanami died. So, but no. So it's preparing us, and it's funny because I'm watching the series and I'm watching the arc, and my girl said, you know what, they're giving a whole lot of light, a whole lot of color, a whole lot of life is good, because they're preparing us for what's gonna happen next.
Because life's about to be real bad.
Yeah. And they gave us a little snippet at the end.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They gave us a little snippet at the end, but it's interesting. You know what I'm saying? And then like I said, IBMB, rated that. I'm just like, come on, like,
right.
The whole arc is crazy.
Yeah. A 3 point. It's a harsh. That's a harsh rating.
Yeah,
it really is, because they didn't. Like, it's just a build.
Like, we see Tengen back training people. Like, we also see, the Wind Hashira?
Sanemi.
Yeah, like, go basically toe-to-toe with Tanjiro right there and then. Like,
right.
Tanjiro blocked his moves and all that. Like,
yeah.
You see the progression.
Yeah. Even surprised him. He's like, yo, he knocked him out for maybe 0.1 second, but still, he got him.
Yeah. No, we see the progression and stuff. So it's like, I don't know. I can't see it be a 3.
Neither can I.
Yeah, and considering the fact too is that like all that training with Tengen is actually like that was never really there, because like in the manga he showed up, or Tanjiro showed up to him, and he's basically like, all right, cool, this is the way you have to do. Cool, you're done. Bye. Yeah, like, all that was just added in.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, sick.
Okay, I'm glad you brought it up, because obviously 8 episodes in this arc, wasn't very long. Even the manga, it was shorter.
Yeah, it was like 5 chapters maybe.
Right.
That's
I could be wrong, but yeah.
It was short. It was real short.
So what was some of the things? Because like I said, I didn't read the manga personally, but what was some of the things that were, if you guys can remember, that were different, or that they added? Like it was anime only scenes. You know what I'm saying? What was the things that you can remember from the arc? Because I think one thing that my girl's son told me, what Deej told me, was the whole paper plane game with Tokido.
Yeah.
That was added on.
That was new too, which when I was watching, I was like, I don't remember this.
Right.
That's
okay.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it just shows like the development with Tokido and Tanjiro. Like, he has, obviously in the Swordsmith training, or the Swordsmith village, he didn't have any respect for Tanjiro. No. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He just didn't give a damn. But obviously through the whole fight and everything, and through that arc, he had his respect, and then you could see it in this arc where when Tanjiro walks up into his training sessions, he's excited. Hey, Tanjiro.
Yeah. Smiling ear to ear.
Right. Yeah. Compared to how he treats everybody else. Okay, get up. You know what I'm saying? Like, get to work.
Which, and like that's the thing too, is I don't remember if it was on Instagram or Reddit, but it's like that's the Tanjiro's effect on people, and he's had that with everyone. Right. With Gyu's depression, and he's like, hey, like, let's hang out, let's get noodles. If I beat you though, you gotta train me. He's
yeah.
Sure, kid. But now he's like, okay, like, I have friends. Like I'm learning stuff, and he gave Genya courage to talk to his brother,
right?
And everything that Tanjiro's done, all the connections that he's had, he's making people better for their character and giving them more development.
Yeah,
we're gonna touch on that a little bit. I just want to know what other scene in this arc was different from the manga.
Definitely the paper airplanes.
Yeah.
Not Stone Hashira. Tengen, all of Tengen's training that was completely added in.
So that all that is new. What they is anime only.
And that
all
was like
what they
3
showed.
episodes.
Was it like 3 episodes?
Am I wrong?
Nah, I think it was like an episode.
I think it was 1, but I think it was
Was
like
it 1?
Yeah, it was just 1, but it felt like it was long.
Yeah, it felt like it was long. Maybe you're just looking at Tengen's wives. 3 of them.
I was.
From what I remember, no. I think it was other than that, really.
Okay.
Because the Stone Hashira's training, that was all there.
Yeah.
Giyu didn't want to trade him. That was there. I don't remember if... Oh, you know what? I think another added thing, I don't remember or not, was the Wind, Hashira, and Obanai against Tokido.
Okay, was that added?
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that being in there.
Yeah.
That was
actually fire.
That was
Yeah.
actually pretty cool.
Especially like, oh, hey, the 2 of us against you. He's like, that's not really fair. For you guys, I mean. But,
Yeah. That was actually pretty cool.
For that to be added on, like,
Yeah.
on the fly, this arc,
Credit.
deserves a little bit more credit. Than,
Right.
You know, like...
They gave us some stuff that...
Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dabir.
No, I like that they gave us stuff that wasn't in the manga. So at least it kept the manga readers, more engaged. Like, oh, I seen this, but I just want to see it. And then it's like, oh, I don't remember that. Hold on.
That IBM rating is really getting to you, Joe.
Yeah, like, who are these people? Like, IBM, like, give me information. I'll critic these for you.
Yeah. It's
Critic the critics.
I promise not to be biased.
Yeah. It's IBMB. That's
IBMB.
Yeah.
Okay, hit me up.
Yeah. You're.
Yeah, exactly.
It's definitely hard. It was a harsh rating, but okay, interesting. Yeah, to see because it was always fun to see what is anime only, and Derek, you're thinking, but I'll let you keep pondering a little bit because there's something before we got on air that Joe brought up about the Stone Hashira's Guillaume, his backstory. That
I read on that and I didn't like how they portrayed that. The whole I don't like that one of the kids is like a traitor essentially.
Right.
Yeah.
Was that in the manga?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's staying true to the.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the girl, the little girl.
Okay.
That's like messed up, and I just don't like the fact that in the manga, the kids were running towards the demon to protect the Stone Hashira, where versus the anime, it shows that they were running away to get away.
Yeah.
Because it just gives it a different spin.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You're changing the not complexity, but you're just changing that whole element of the backstory.
Completely.
Yeah.
They didn't need to do that.
Because like you're essentially showing in the manga that these kids have an unwavering love for him and are willing to like fight for him because he has taken care of them.
Yeah.
And why would they put themselves in that position? Because they feel like he's weak, he can't see.
Right.
Versus the kids in the anime are running away because it gives the optic of him not being able to protect them.
Yeah.
Because
did the one girl feel? Wasn't she scared because she felt it? She was scared of Guillaume himself because of the way he killed the demon. Wasn't that how it came about too?
She was in shock. So that was like a shock, like trauma.
Oh, okay.
So she kind of like fused in my perspective, right?
Okay.
She kind of fused the two things together as far as like the demon and the Stone Hashira bashing them to like bits.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's traumatizing for what, like 2-year-old?
Yeah.
Like.
And then he was doing that all night until morning.
Yeah, so
that's the last thing she remembers, him beating this
You're right.
this person all night long,
Okay.
So when you look at it like that, it's just like
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, she had to be a little. She had to be like 5, but regardless, she was.
she was young.
Yeah, she was
little.
yeah, and all the other kids died, right? Yeah, she was the only one that was alive.
Yeah. No, there's one more that's alive.
There was one more.
Yeah, the traitor.
Yeah.
Oh, is he alive still?
We're gonna see him later because I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Until I think I sent it to Derek. I was like, hold on.
Yeah.
That's cousin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't know that was him.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I asked you about it too. I'm like, wait a minute.
The manga talk.
Yeah. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay, because he ran away. The demon lets him go.
Right.
When he kind of like destroys the barricade.
The incense. Yeah. And a bit. Yep. He's gonna pop up again in the movies.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
I hope
that.
he gets bodied.
It's gonna be a first circle moment, but not a good one.
I hope he gets bodied.
No,
I don't
that's
even
interesting.
I don't even make eye contact with you right now.
I want the movies out now because I want to tell you guys so bad.
Right, for real.
I want the movies now. No, but okay, that's interesting. I'm actually there's so much to look forward to in these movies.
Yeah,
that's gonna be crazy. So it was a good backstory. Like I said, they changed the element of it, which that's kind of mind-boggling to me because it's already good. It seems like from what you read and what you guys read in the manga, and then the article you read, it seemed like it would have been fine if they kept that route. You know what I'm saying? Because it would have made Guillaume more the victim instead of it made him like a criminal. You know what I'm saying? So, but it was still good either way. They should have just kept it true to what the manga had.
Now when I'm thinking back on it, I think they decided to change. Maybe they changed it to focus more on how he was telling Tanjiro, how pure-hearted kids are, and they're just gonna do whatever, whatever's on their mind. So maybe they changed it for that one reason.
I just thought about this. This is from Guillaume's point of view.
Oh.
So maybe they changed it for Guillaume's point of view of like he didn't realize that they were trying to protect him. He just heard them screaming and running around.
That's
valid.
Yeah,
that's super valid.
Deep thoughts. I'm here.
Jesus, I didn't think about that. Oh wow.
No, that's it. Yeah.
I just randomly thought about it for some reason.
Because he blacked out, so he has no idea anything. Like he just knows that they're in fear.
And this is before his training, so I would say
he was only 19. I think he's 17 or 19.
That was before anything, so he definitely was only going off sounds.
Yeah,
right.
Later on in the movies, you'll see other development with him.
They show more of his backstory in the Infinity Castle arc, or
I don't think so.
No.
Okay.
I mean, because I think that's basically it. The gist of it.
Because I kind of because he's a blind character, I want to know how he gets blind.
I don't think they've ever.
They're gonna show more on how he's able to fight like he does, even though he's blind. Okay, I would say that. Look forward to that.
He was probably born like that.
I'll look it up. I don't remember.
I can't remember either.
There's an anime like that where Jujutsu Kaisen. It gives it like an aesthetic of like a blessing,
I'm trying to think.
So like how some of the, and I'm just reaching here, but it gives it that type of aesthetic.
Okay.
Where some of the characters are born without a certain something, but are given an extra something.
Oh, is that the?
Is that a blessing or is that?
That's what Toji had, right?
Yeah.
The Heavenly Pact, right?
Yeah, Heavenly Pact.
I couldn't think of the name either. Yeah.
Guillaume's blindness should be explained in the Infinity Castle arc.
Oh, okay.
Because I can't remember.
Yeah, it said it's revealed in that arc, but so I don't want to say
because he's abnormally strong.
Right.
Yeah, props to the master too, because he's like, seen that crime scene? Nah, buddy, hop on my team.
It's funny that the master and Guillaume are close in age.
Yeah,
but Guillaume is actually older.
Mm-hmm. He met him when he was 14, and
when they first met.
Yeah.
When
he met the master at 14. When he was master was 14.
Yeah,
at the time.
when he first recruited him, he was 14.
Yeah,
and when
he's been with him the longest.
Yeah, and when he took over, when the master took over for his family, he was only like 3 or 4 years old.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was only 3 or 4 years old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So can we get some clarity here? How many kids does the master have? Because I've been reading, and I think he has 5.
I think
only
5. Yeah.
2 were shown. So where are the other 3? With Nezuko or something?
They were out there playing those bombs for Muzan.
Like they're not all. The whole clan isn't gone. Essentially,
No. They're gonna show up.
But they showed 2 the whole time, right?
I think
yeah.
so. Yeah.
The 3 they showed 3
They showed 3 at one
Oh,
point.
in the selection arc,
Okay, okay,
and then there's only 2
can't remember.
towards the end of it.
okay.
Yeah.
But there's 5.
I think there's 5. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there is.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they all look. They're like carbon copies of each
Yeah.
other.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
They're all like carbon copies.
Okay.
Strong DNA.
So we talked about it before. It was an anime only scene, but it was super fire. The fight with Obanai and Sanemi versus Tokido.
Yeah.
Cool. I like the fight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's great.
Beautiful.
My question is, and I think this is something that's been kind of bothering me for quite some time, ever since they established the Hashira. Obviously, Guillaume's the strongest. We know that. But who else, but who falls in line after him? So I'm watching this fight, and I'm assuming Tokido's second strongest because you need 2 to fight 1. You know, like
They were surprised at his speed too. Like they showed us them
Tokido's
being
the win
surprised
Hashira?
at his speed.
he's the mist.
No, a mist.
The mist.
Oh, miss.
He's the
Yeah.
like he's the guy who looks like a girl with the black and blue
okay,
hair.
okay.
Yeah. So
I want to tell them something
I'm
so
so
bad.
bad
but I can't
with
fight, dude.
names.
I'm chewing my tongue right now.
don't you spoil.
I'm not going to.
All right. But this is, like I said, this has been bothering me for a while because, like I said, we didn't get much of Rengoku, and people love Rengoku. It is crazy because there wasn't much of him for me to like fall in love with the character. You know what I'm saying? But we got a sample size, and I guess Rengoku's up there, but
He might have been 3rd for my understanding.
okay.
I would have looked at it like that too. Yep.
He was 2 in your opinion, Dabir?
Third.
Third?
I would think of him as 3rd if I would try to put them in some type of order.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are we all on agreement that Tokido, the Miss Hashira, is probably the second strongest in the Hashira?
I would say yeah, from my point.
Yeah, I'm putting him at 2.
I disagree.
Okay.
I say Guillaume.
Guillaume's 1. He's
Guillaume's
Gyu-
1.
The water.
Gyu.
Gyu's 3 for me.
Really?
There. I have a
Which
reasoning.
is surprising because he likes Gyu.
I have a reasoning behind it, but I can't say why. But 4 and 5 in order is probably Tengen and then Rengoku.
Wait, you have Tengen over Sanemi?
Oh yeah, Sanemi.
Because he's a powerhouse.
Yeah, he's a powerhouse.
His attacks are really like
Strong.
Sodomy's the win.
Yeah, the one Hashira.
You know what? Yeah, I'll put Sanemi at
What's
4.
up with the snake guy?
Obanai?
He's
Yeah.
dope, bro.
Bro.
I like him.
He's a fake Orochimaru over here.
Oh, I hate you did that, but now I can't see it. Damn it, Joe. Why?
I love his sword techniques.
I do too. No, his visual techniques were dope.
Yeah, especially
I
the
liked
angles
it.
that he can hit people is
It's
like it's
awkward.
unique to him.
Yeah.
Like he can hit you at
They were
any
awkward
angle.
angles.
Yeah,
It was dope. I liked it.
In my boy,
You ruined it though.
in my boy's Mike's word, he's diet Orochimaru.
He's what?
Dang.
Diet.
Orochimaru.
Dang.
Orochimaru. God. So you have no respect for him whatsoever.
So it's just we don't really see much of him, and it's kind of
Relax.
Oh, we won't see a lot of them.
it's like I feel like he's a nobody.
Okay.
He's literally you have that one person at work
Okay, no, but
that is
hold on.
just a body.
Yeah.
He is just a
There's
body.
a lot of those. There's a
Yeah,
lot
I was
of
about
those
to
that
say, I got a lot of those on my ship right now.
Okay, but listen, you would need to do this a lot. Like, you have to be patient. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I am the embodiment of patient because
But you did the same thing for the Zodiacs in when we talk about like Hunter x Hunter. Like you was like, yo, like how can I get invested into these people? right?
Okay.
And in the manga, they bring more of them in. Remember, the anime's not done in Hunter x Hunter. And I get what you're saying, because you bring these supposedly the strongest hunters, and I'm not trying to jump off subject, but you bring the strongest hunters in, you want us to be invested. I totally agree. Give us something to get invested in. But at the same time, I feel like you have to... There's a place in time where they'll show all that.
I agree. But my rebuttal to that is, how far do you want me to be patient? Because
how long?
And this is what I'm saying, right? Because I get the anime isn't done, but the viewers thought that the author was done.
Well, for
so
Hunter x Hunter, yeah. No, I get what you're saying.
We essentially, the viewers were thinking the author's probably not going to last long. So the anime, if it does end up being picked up, it's not going to be the same as how the author wanted it to be portrayed.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like that essentially doesn't really like fit into like the argument. But I give everything time.
No,
so it's like,
that's what I know. But with the character, and the manga's done, right? The Demon Slayer manga, obviously is done. But they're gonna show. Obviously, you can't have a character, just be there and just be a nobody, especially in a faction like the Hashiras. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna show.
It's been 3 seasons.
But they're just giving him his screen time now. You know what I'm saying?
To give Obanai a little bit of love too. Remember when the Wind Hashira was stabbing Nezuko?
Yeah.
He was the one holding Tanjiro down. And the only reason why Tanjiro was able to get up is because Gyu grabbed Obanai's wrist, and he looked back and he was distracted. Then that's how Tanjiro was able to break free a little bit. So he was holding Tanjiro down with ease.
And I feel like
you just totally forgot about that. It was just bypassed.
No,
he said it's not enough.
Yeah, what? How is that of value?
Oh no, it's a little. It shows a little bit of his sample, and then obviously against Tokido as well.
But he's okay. Let's say he's probably five years older than Tanjiro, holding him down.
Yeah, no, I get where you're coming from.
Like,
but you they're just now giving the emphasis on the character, so it's gonna happen. Like I said, if I totally would agree with you if they finish the series and the character who's supposed to be one of the strongest, in the Demon Slayer Corps, has no backstory, has no nothing to give you invested in the character. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure, and these guys confirmed that there is a backstory. There is going to be something with the character. You just have to wait till the movies.
He has a really good backstory, in my opinion. He will have some shine, but I don't know. I feel like Joe still might be like,
Joe's on the fence. Joe's on the fence.
He might still. That's not enough.
He's probably one of my least. Let's put it like that. My least favorite character in
Okay. I like his attack,
which makes sense. But I love his attack.
You only seen it like one time,
but I was impressed.
And then it wasn't even in the manga, essentially.
No, hold on. When they jumped into the Infinity Castle, him and Samini, that was in the manga, right?
No.
Wait, that
part with him and Sanemi and they were fighting those demons, that was all anime only.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
they added that. That's why they said, like, most people were saying, like, why didn't they tell them about the Infinity Castle when the demons first jumped in there?
Because it wasn't in the manga.
It wasn't in the manga.
I didn't know that. I thought it was.
Yeah, that wasn't in the manga. So they're adding more stuff for people like Joe here, who says, why aren't they showing us anything of him?
I just... Again, the character...
I
think it's more because he looks like a Orochimaru. It's a turn off.
No, it's not really that.
He's the quiet lover boy, He got his bae,
Yeah, which he has a crush on the Love Hashira, right?
Yeah,
That's his thing.
We essentially...
Obadiah?
Yeah.
We essentially see almost every... So far, we have seen all the Hashiras in action but him.
Which I do kind of like that though, because he's very like you look at him and he kind of looks mysterious.
Okay.
Which I think that goes.
Bam.
I think that goes into his consent.
Will was concerned. He's like, how do I rebuttal this?
I will say though, in the dub, I don't like the Wind Hashira and.
I like the Wind Hashira.
Well, I just don't like their voices.
The VA.
Because if you and this isn't a shot at them. Like you look at the Wind Hashira dubbed, you'd think like kind of like a Bakugo, like no.
Yeah.
He just speaks very like directly and has like a hint of anger. And I thought the Snake Hashira would be like I don't want to say like he'd be like talking like a snake because that'd be dumb. But like yeah, but like
Orochimaru. Just say
possibly, man. But like just like quieter, more calculated with his words.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I get from the Japanese VA. I think they do a good job
they do.
with Obanai just being real like
quiet, calculated,
kind of under the radar a little bit, which Joe don't like. Yeah. So
because he's a snake. He's a snake. He's just waiting for his time to strike.
But I think everything deserves its time and place, and maybe the timing wasn't right. And then once they give him his shine in the movies, then you'll see.
You're reaching because they gave him no time and place.
Well, yeah, because like Derek said, they wanted to be mysterious.
You even got screen time for essentially a fighter that doesn't have breathing techniques.
Oh, Tengen?
No, they joke around
Ganya.
it being
yeah.
Use breathing techniques of a loser.
Oh yeah.
American breathing.
American.
Boom, boom, boom. I love that they made that correlation with him.
That's funny.
It's a meme.
Yeah.
It's a joke, guys. So please.
They should have seen it by now. Yeah.
But yeah, I get it. But you just I don't know, like you don't want to make it an ass pull either though. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just backstory. And you're just overwhelmed with backstory. I just think timing. You have to find the right timing for each person's backstory.
Yep.
I think they've done a good job with that so far. Hopefully, I don't know his backstory. According to these guys, is one of the best backstories.
Yeah,
in the series,
it's top 3.
It really makes you feel for him.
His and Inosuke's are probably the best two in my opinion.
So I'm just gonna I'm going with what they're saying because they read the manga. So it's giving me hope that this character is gonna be exciting and something to get me invested into. And I agree. Like I said, I agree with you.
I'm hopeful for your sake.
For your sake.
I'm moving on. But
like you said too, this is a little bit when you said Obanai likes Mitsuri, he was the one to give her the socks.
Yeah. They showed that.
Okay.
Screen time.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
4 seconds of it.
It's screen time. You want screen time? There it is. It's like your time skip.
Yeah. There you go. He could use the sock sharing as a technique. Sock for you.
You get a sock and you get a sock. No, but okay. But I'm excited to see it because, like I said, Derek, you have claimed that his backstory is one of the best. So
it's heartbreaking. I think I actually cried reading it.
How is that?
I think I actually cried reading it.
Oh, really?
Like, it's sad, dude.
Yeah, you're going to feel for him, for real.
Okay. No.
Okay.
But going back to the power scaling with the Hashiras. So, where would you... Okay. You have Gyu at number 2, Joe, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, how many? There's 7? I'm not going to go to all 7.
Yeah, no.
So, you have Gyu at number 2. Who's number 3?
Rengoku. Because of... The only reason why I have him... there, it's because I feel like he was able to perfect the technique that
the fire, not fire, flame.
The flame breathing.
Flame breathing. Okay.
Flame breathing.
Rengoku,
but he was also able to utilize his whole body.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's like basically what Tanjiro was doing and what the first Hashira does, like. regularly.
Right.
I don't know what type of technique it is that they were training for, but apparently the first Hashira does like this kind of like this chanting that keeps his body in like a rhythmic and it boosts his like physical.
Right.
Rengoku was one of the people that mastered it.
He was definitely that, what was it, full body, total concentration
there you go.
Through every cell in your body, not just your arms.
And that's the whole set yourself ablaze.
Right.
Because he taught Tanjiro that.
Yeah. Love it.
Or he was, but.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's how Tanjiro was able to get it in that short amount of time. Because he was already there with Rengoku, and Rengoku was actually telling him.
Okay. Interesting. Top 3. Number 4, real quick.
4 it has to be the.
Obviously
it's a battle. It's a battle between the mist and the wind.
Okay. Okay. All
yeah.
right. Derek, you said obviously.
I would say
we're all in agreement that Guillaume is number 1. I think they even announced, they even said he was number 1.
Yeah. And I think you can see that too with his command presence. Right. Obviously, he was the leader.
Right.
He was the second in command behind Ubishiki.
Yeah.
And you've seen that too when Gyu. I'm out. I'm not a Hashira.
Yeah.
And they're like, dude, you know what? We're done with this. Yeah. And Sanemi goes, he's like, I'm done. I'm done with this.
I think they took it the wrong way. Where he's like, okay, he thinks he's better than us.
Yeah, he's like, look at you. You think you're better than us?
Yeah. But
dude, if you look back at that too, everyone looked over at Guillaume except for Gyu.
Guillaume is kind of equivalent to Kokushiba, right?
Essentially, yeah. He's the number 1.
Yeah, okay.
I will look at it like that.
So you have obviously Guillaume's 1. Who's 2?
Tokido.
Okay.
And then Gyu 3.
Okay. And then
it's probably Sanemi 4, yeah.
Okay. Dabir?
That would be Stone, Mist, Rengoku, 4. I feel like 4 spot, the winning Snake. Because they were training a lot.
Yeah.
They were training a lot, and they seemed like they were both winning each other out. I feel like they were
one-upping each other.
Yeah, they pretty, like head-to-head. They pretty...
And you guys will know more because you read the manga. So, your power scaling of the Hashira is probably a little more accurate than mine's would be. So, I mean, I would say, obviously, Guillaume, Tokido. Because I feel like Tokido showed out in the Swordsmith. Because... he 1v1 number 5, Gyoko, and he just did it with ease.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
a lot of people didn't even like that either. They wanted more of a battle. No, they were
really the community didn't like that.
A lot of people didn't like. They wanted more of a fierce battle, but I feel like they were trying to show us how strong he really was.
And he's a prodigy.
Right. They was trying to show his strength level, but a lot of people didn't really like him whooping him that easily.
Which. Manga talk. I think once people realize what everything with him, they're gonna change their opinions on that fight.
Oh,
if they don't, then
well, we already have a taste of it. He is part of a clan.
He has the marks.
No, but he essentially, what I understood from the Swordsmith is that he is already his a close descendant.
His family was
you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, I get what you're saying. So, but it makes more sense of why they call him a prodigy. You were gonna spoil something, were you?
No, I was leaving.
No, because I feel like they said it in the anime.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's why he was battling the because I don't know how he knew about it. The doll.
Yeah. Well, that's why he went to Swordsmith Village to train.
Yeah.
So he's trained with the doll. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a certain family that was in charge of taking care of that doll.
Right. Which was that little boy. I forgot his name.
Yeah,
his family was supposed to take care. But Tokido. Yeah, I had to put him at number 2. I think so. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, he's a prodigy. He's, he just seems like I said, he's the only one that in this series 1v1 in upper moon that so far.
Yeah.
So far that and with like I said with ease. So
Yeah, his backstory is messed up.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, he had a good backstory.
Traumatizing for real.
Yeah, he literally stayed next to his decaying brother for
days.
Week?
It was a week.
Was it like a week?
Yeah,
Something like that, yeah.
Because it was pretty decayed. Yeah.
So number 3 for me would.
Wait, what's your number 2? Tokido, you said?
Tokido.
Okay.
Yeah. I had to think about it because I don't.
It's hard. It's hard
because I can't put. I wish I can get Rengoku a little more.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Understand?
Because we talked about it. The three of us before you got here, Joe. We talked about off air. The top 3 upper moons are different levels. You know what I'm saying? Compared to, 4 through 6. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So for Rengoku, the 1v1 Akuza, he held his own to an extent. I guess it's it's kind of making my argument with Tokido not relevant, but it's just hard for me to see where Rengoku is after he died after Akuza comparing to what I seen Tokido do against Gyoko. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Well, and it's too is like you got to look into the factor of Rengoku's dad didn't train him. He was essentially self-training.
True.
And like if you looked at back at that,
but who trained Tokido?
I don't know, but remember he was training with the master, and I think he was self-trained too. But he has that prodigy, and I mean I know that Rengoku's dad was a Hashira too, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But like he didn't really after his mom died, because his mom died when he was a kid,
right?
So he essentially self-trained himself. And then you also look at the training. Rengoku taught Mitsuri.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying she's the greatest.
She said how harsh his training was.
Yeah,
too.
you're right.
She's pretty
Which,
strong.
Also, I don't know if you guys watched this. There was an end credit scene at the end of this arc.
At the end?
Yeah, it wasn't because you know how they every single time they do like the Taisho era secrets.
Yeah.
It was essentially that, and it was
They talked about Rengoku.
Yeah, they talked about Rengoku, and Rengoku's voice was there.
And
he's like, I remember.
They kind of paused for a second.
Which I liked. I liked that.
It was nice.
Yeah, it was
nice.
Cool. Okay, I mean, I don't know. It's just like I wish I could put him at 3, but then then I'm thinking it's like it's tough. For me, it's tough.
So that demon that he was fighting, what?
Akuza?
Yeah. Oh no, the Rengoku that he fought.
Akuza.
Is that his name?
Yeah, number 3.
He's number 3.
Yeah.
So you just said yourself.
I know. That's why I said. That's why I said like it's. I'm kind of like backtracking on myself, but at the same time, like, I just. It's still an upper moon. It was still one of the top. Ones that Muzan killed, and to see Tokido just, kind of shoo him away like a fly. You know what I'm saying? I was just more impressed with that than, I don't want to say more impressed because that sounds like I'm like dogging Rengoku, which he's a good character. I just wish they showed more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I think he died too quick.
Oh yeah.
That's how I look at it. Because everybody loves him. Everybody loves Rengoku, and I just I can't it's kind of like how you feel about Obanite. Like I wish they showed more of Rengoku for me to be invested in.
You know what I feel as far as like people liking him as a character? I feel like people like more that it was character development. It was basically fuel to the fire
for
the 3.
Yeah, okay.
Not just Tanjiro, but for the 3 because they were all like bawling.
Right.
Even in Nosuke, it was like I'm not crying or whatever he was doing.
Yeah.
But like,
so he basically like his character just rubbed off against all the other characters.
Yeah, and to kind of go off what you're saying too is they're like, oh, train me, and he's like, I'll take you all under my wing.
Yeah, exactly.
He was the big brother Rengoku.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
okay,
and then for that misfortune to happen to him, especially when he had basically became the big brother.
Right.
It kind of like
Okay.
You know,
I don't know. It's just tough for me to put him at 3. But he probably, because if I look at everybody else in the little sample size that I have Rengoku,
but if it's so hard for you to put him at 3, who else would you have put at 3?
Maybe the Wind Hashira.
I could see that.
Yeah, I just think his attacks are just. His attacks look really devastating, and he just it seems like he has real great battle instinct. We talk about primal. I think he has like a primal instinct.
Those ninja instincts.
Okay.
Ninja?
The Wind Hashira?
Oh, I'm thinking of the Sun Hashira.
Oh, okay. No. That's what I was like. Oh, he's a ninja too.
That was my bad.
No.
I thought his backstory was like
the Wind Hashira. Yeah, they showed his backstory, but from Genya, his brother's point of view.
Which I'm pretty sure they'll do his in the next arc.
Like after he leaves the village, because
it's the whole thing with like the demon attacking the family. It shows from
his mother,
his point of view.
Yeah. So it's just basically Genya's but from Sanavi's point of view.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, okay. Oh no, you know what? My bad. Gyu will be number 3.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a good choice, man.
Yeah, Gyu will be number 3. And it's John Young Bosch, so.
Oh my god.
I like that they do this though, because it makes everybody really think about it, because they could just give everybody the same level and show who's stronger, but they're purposely only giving us pieces of different
sample sizes.
Which they're doing this to us to make us fight.
And it's nice too, because you look at that, and I think this goes for everyone, not just like anime characters, but just everyone in general. Because you take pride in what you do,
right?
So you want to perform the best you can,
right?
And obviously, Gyu doesn't look at himself as a Hashira, but he's still that strong. He's still that good. But to counter argue that myself, in the first season, he almost got killed by an axe by Tanjiro because he threw it at him, and he's like, "Well, a head-on assault. That's dumb." Bop. Where'd that axe go? And it almost hit him in the face, and he barely dodged it. Yeah. But it's like interesting.
But do you think it was because he didn't think anything of them?
True.
You know,
yeah.
so they just
he looked down on
took him
him.
lightly.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, this kid's a nobody. He's dirt. He's out here. He's literally
he's in the boonies.
Yeah, he's a hillbilly covered in snow. You know, so it's like didn't think anything of it.
You know, I do like Gyu's backstory. I know, Derek, you told me before I saw it, like, you kind of gave me a little snippet of his backstory. I do like how he's very humble.
Yeah.
And a lot of the Hashira take it as he's arrogant because he doesn't partake in what they do, but he does it because he doesn't see himself. Obviously, we talk about he doesn't see himself as one of them because of his backstory, him losing his sister, him losing his best friend, and the fact that, Joe, you brought up, like, he wasn't good at this water, the water breathing. He was very subpar. And somewhere down the line, which I wish they would have showed, him turning the corner and, actually getting stronger. You know what I'm saying? But he's such a good character, and the complexity of the character is really good. Like, I definitely enjoyed the character, and Derek, you brought his attack, Deathcom, like it's crazy to think that he's dropping his heart level or his heart rate really low to damn near death, and then him move at the speed of sound.
Which, if you like Gyu, it's they had like a spinoff, and it was like his missions.
With Rengoku?
No, it was his mission with Shinobu, and Rengoku had his own mission.
Okay, yeah.
I think it's called Water and Fire.
Okay.
I recommend it, and to give you a small sample of it, like, Shinobu's with him, and we all know how Shinobu is. She's not as talkative as Mitsuri, but she just pesters Gyu. And like, he's just sitting there eating.
They even show that in the anime too, right?
She just unloads on him.
Yeah.
And she's like, he's just eating. She's like, "Why are you sad all the time? You're so like you're really like a Debbie Downer, and like no one likes you. I'm just gonna toss it out there. No one likes you."
Didn't he say no one really likes me?
And he's like, "No one." no one likes me. She's like, yeah, that's true. Now, why are you so sad all the time? He's like, well, now I'm kind of sad about that.
But no, I'm never gonna be happy.
But like I know too. Like I was telling you, I was reading it somewhere. What all the Hashira think of each other, and it's funny too because you look at Rengoku and Gyu, which are tied for my favorite character, and he's really loud. And it's like, he talks too quiet. It's like,
they're basically polar opposites.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
So I have a question about breathing techniques, right? So what Tanjiro does where he like holds his like breathing and he doesn't breathe at all, but that accelerates his heart, right?
Yeah, I think so.
To like almost the heart bursting versus Gyu, which does the opposite.
I think it goes too along like
with the elements.
With the elements, because like looking at Gyu and talking about him, remember like he told Tanjiro, he's like, dude, look, you failed me.
Yeah.
He's like, what do you mean? He's like, you were supposed to become the next water Hashira. I'm not it. He's like, I'm not the water Hashira. Like there is none. And so seeing that aspect of like, also just a slap in the face to Gyu. He's like, oh, thank God I got this kid. He knows how to do. He did the training with the master. He gave me the water Hashira. I can just go live in a hut somewhere and just die. And he's like, oh yeah, by the way, I can do this. He's like,
some breathing.
No, man, damn it.
No, yeah, but that's pretty. I didn't think about it. The polar opposites of their breathing techniques. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's crazy because they literally they started at the same start line, you know. So as far as like you can see how they like branch off,
okay,
and become kind of like polar opposites,
right.
You know, from the same master though,
right?
You see what I'm saying? So it's like I don't know what Tanjiro's like
projection or where he's projected to go.
Yeah, as far as like because they when was it fighting with Tengen? Okay, that's when he almost lost consciousness because he wasn't breathing. Right. But the whole essence of a breathing technique is for you to breathe.
Yeah.
Right, so it's like
right.
How do you go from a breathing technique to you holding your breath and not breathing?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's actually it's backtracking what it's supposed to be.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're holding your breath, and then I don't know if.
But they so that's why when he's like kind of like biting down, like they show like that kind of
steam,
coming out of his mouth and everything. So that's probably it's like a visual, saying of him like showing his development.
Okay.
So I looked at more of Gyu's like the 11th breathing or 11th, you know what I mean?
Yeah. 11th form.
His body ceases all movements, enters a state of complete tranquility, deflecting, blocking anything that comes in at him. And I like this too because it's where did I see it? Against anything attacks like a barrier. What? No, I just read the wrong thing. Adapts total concentration. You know what I mean? Total concentration breathing into water breathing to maintain a calm and peaceful state. Which, going back to Bruce Lee, it made me think of that. Like, be like water, my friend. Yeah. Like, be calm like water. So that's interesting to think about.
That is it. I like that.
So I guess it's just like how they just regulate their body then.
But it goes back to like the elements too, right? Like what element they have deciphers.
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah, deciphers how their breathing techniques are performed.
And their personalities.
You know what bothers me
That's
the
a good
most?
one too, personalities.
That the visuals aren't really real.
Yeah. I remember you telling me
that. I hate that.
That meme in like the wheat field for them just flying. I love that.
Yeah.
It gets to me every time. I'm like, yo, this looks awesome. And then I remember it's not real.
Well, in that world, it's not real. They're just showing, they're just showing the visual of
imagination.
Yeah.
The power it holds.
Which sucks, that you kind of want that, that visual to be like an actual thing. But, but Can't always get what you
I mean, yeah, except for Zenitsu. Like it'd be sick to see Zenitsu stuff, but I mean, you're gonna be Guilme at the end of it. You're just gonna be blind with lightning that like, right in front of your face.
Yeah, no, but it's well, it is what it is, unfortunately. Yeah. But still, the visuals, the animation, it's amazing. It's top notch. Demon Slayer is obviously the best. It has the best animation by far. Like it hasn't been touched.
It wouldn't be this, and I'm gonna say this. This anime, this is a hot topic.
Hot take. You can't wait. You gotta go right now.
This anime would not be where it's at if it didn't have the visuals.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think it's a good story, but that's not enough to
put it where
it is.
Yeah, I agree.
And,
it's I don't want to say it's solely carried by animation because there are some fight scenes, there are some moments that gives this anime clout.
Okay.
But the majority is what people gravitate to this anime, it's animation. For the most part.
Yeah.
For the most part.
And I would love to see how people react to the anime, like let's say like a spoof or something, without having the visuals.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't hit the same.
No.
It wouldn't hit the same. I agree with you with that. It wouldn't hit the same.
Yeah, because that's how I feel about like this manga that I'm reading, Blue Exorcist.
I love Blue Exorcist.
The story is amazing, but the newest season they put out, you could tell they didn't get that much funding. So it's like I'm enjoying watching it, but I'm just like the graphics is just the animation is just
not it.
Yeah, it's not there. Like
it hits more in the manga than anything else.
Yeah, so I'm enjoying the manga. The artwork is crisp, but the latest season they finally put out after 8 years, maybe it was a long time. It just you could tell they didn't get that much funding, and I felt for it, but I was just like I'm still gonna watch it, but man.
Yeah, they should have just signed it over to Netflix.
They should have, yeah.
Netflix would have.
Well, Sony, it's Sony, right? Sony has the rights to. No, Hulu.
Is it Hulu?
I think it might be Hulu.
But I mean, even so, it still has to do with the studio, with the anime studio.
Yeah.
So I mean, they should have gave it to Mappa because they got everything else,
Maybe they're gonna do that with the next season, whenever that come out.
But
who knows?
No, yeah, I agree, and it's unfortunate. Dabir, but I agree. I think animation has a big part in why this anime is so successful.
That's why we watch it too.
Yeah.
Not just for the story.
Yeah, no. That's not. I'm not trying to get that's not me trying to put a knock on it, but that's just like you said. The story is not as complex as other stories we've seen in the past. But at the same time, like I said, there's some moments in some fights and that gives this anime clout. It's just 70% of the anime of its success is animation, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So, but regardless, it's still good. Like, it's still gonna get the money it's getting. with these 3 movies.
Woo.
You know what I'm saying?
They about to
all I'm saying for the visuals not to be
a real thing. Yeah, no, I agree.
And it's just a depiction of like the translation of
the attacks,
of the like techniques.
Right.
It's just weird to me.
Yeah, you wish it was more of a thing.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
Which I like too for the training and stuff. Obviously with the animations and stuff, all the training like kind of matched who they are.
Right.
Like Mitsuri's has everyone in like a ballet suit, and then flexibility. Ow.
Yeah.
And then Obanai's is how we said before with the
which was that was pretty cool.
It was cool.
Yeah. Where all the openings,
all the openings, and he just has all the people tied to it. I mean, Tengen's too, of him being a ninja, and I like how they touched base on that again of he's attacking them at night, and they can't see him move because ninja.
Right. Stealth mode.
Yeah, and then obviously with the Stone Hashira as well, super hardcore, super physical body. He's standing in fire. It's all right, bro.
It's pretty intense.
Walking up to that, intimidating.
But I'm gonna end this with this. I want to talk about the the last episode of the arc. Yeah. Before we get into that, did you guys see the viral? How viral the Muzan walk got?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with all the music. Yeah.
The one that was really that it was so perfect was the All for One music that it had.
Yeah,
that was like I was like, yo, that it fits. Yeah. It was awesome. And honestly, that whole scene with Muzan walking, like you're just anticipating. You're like, oh my god. And then like, okay, yeah, next week we're gonna see. I was like, it's like, damn, we gotta wait another week. But that episode, obviously IBMB, I think it was IBMB that after they rated the whole arc 3 out of 10, they gave the episode, that particular episode 9, I want to say 9.7. It was like 9.7. But it was amazing. Mm-hmm. Visually, and animation was great. The emotion was there. I love how everybody went after Muzan. Like, it was on. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And for the master, Ibushi?
Ubuyashiki, yeah.
Ubuyashiki?
Yeah, he's got a weird name, Ubuyashiki or whatever.
Yeah, for him to be like, just to plot all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't see that coming. For him, like, his whole mansion just exploded.
Which Guillaume was against it. Guillaume probably would have loved to be that, but Guillaume was against it. He's like, dude, like you're our master. I can't. Like, he's like, well, it's my final wish.
Right, and
checkmate. He's like.
But even though Guillaume was against it, he knew
he knew,
Guillaume was the only one he could tell.
Yeah.
Because all the other ones were really good. Like they
would have been.
They would have tried to stop him. You know what I'm saying? So for them, and then they're all running like after him and everything.
Which I loved that too.
Yeah.
And I loved it too because Muzan's there like, look at you dying, like bandage face. Look at this guy. And then Ubuyashiki's like, what's he look like?
Yeah.
He's like, 20s. Kind of like Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, neat. Hey, can he hear me? Yeah. Hey, Muzan, checkmate.
Yeah.
Bombs go off.
Yeah, I didn't expect that at all. That was crazy. That was nuts.
I love how Muzan depicted the master as having this Buddha smile, but beneath all that is just. You see the snakes,
right?
It's just like
he called him a monster. He's like, you're more of a monster than me, right? Did he say that?
He expected him to be more
inside.
human. Yeah, he was like, how are you hiding such hatred and malice?
Oh, he did. Yeah. That was pretty cool.
He was impressed while sitting there trying to regenerate.
That was nice with Tamayo.
Yeah, the doctor.
Yeah, the Tamayo.
Mm-hmm.
Is that gonna be more what she did? Into the
they're gonna explain what she was doing.
Oh yeah, she hit him with some type of serum.
Yeah.
They're gonna get into that. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, which I liked that too.
I'm gonna turn you back into a human.
Yeah, I really liked it too, especially like with you see Muzan regenerating. He's like, yo, that sucked. There's a demon here, and then she shows up, and he's like, all right, like this is dumb, like. You do realize you were the one who killed your family, not me. He's like, yeah, I turned you into a demon. That's probably not what you asked for. You wanted me to cure your illness, but hey, teach their own. And he's like, do you really think you can just beat me? She's like, nah, he can. And then Guillaume just comes out of nowhere and just...
Ooh, that wind up with his
and like
mace.
knowing he's blind and see like deflecting the attacks coming in, like...
He didn't even sense him, though.
Yeah, like
Muzan,
he didn't. Muzan.
Yeah.
And then obviously everyone else like rushing to the castle, and I liked it too that Gyu was with Tanjiro.
Yeah.
I really liked that.
Yeah.
But yeah, just all of them showing up.
I like how everybody's announcing their attacks.
Yeah,
and then they're all getting ready, and all of a sudden you hear bing, and then they're just falling.
Yeah, Muzan with that smirk.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys have seen the memes too. It's like. I don't know what movie it's from, but it's with Nicolas Cage and Pedro Pascal, where he's like looking at him in the car and he's just smiling. And it's like Sanemi and Obanai looking at each other after they failed to realize and failed to mention that they saw the Infinity Castle but didn't tell anyone. But like them all falling into and like reading it in the manga and like that effect of like hearing the biwa and you're like, and like seeing them fall,
it adds to it.
It adds to it so much, and like seeing all of their expressions,
Did it hit for you guys for Dabir and Derek? Seeing obviously it hit in the manga. Right?
Yeah.
Watching the anime, did it?
Oh, it did it justice.
It was perfect. I tell you, when it started, and I'm just, you were
anticipating it.
I'm sitting there just like, I'm just watching. I'm just like, okay, how they gonna play this out? How they gonna do this?
Okay.
And it was beautiful.
Yeah, no, I was impressed with that last episode. It was really good, really good. I was just like, I was in awe. I'm like, oh my god! And then like all of a sudden, now we gotta wait for these movies. Yeah, it was like, wow.
And it's great too because like I've seen pictures like the Hashira are looking at this like, yo, this is where are we going? Like this is scary. And then you had the trio of Tanjiro's like, yo, Muzan, when I get up there, I'm gonna come after. And then Zenitsu serious fall, and then you had Inosuke looking around about to eat the tempura. And he starts falling. He's like, yo, let's go. And puts on the mask.
Yeah. I love the fact that they have like I said earlier, the whole Zenitsu breaking the internet with him falling in the Infinity Castle. But there's a meme where it's like, when you and your boys are getting ready to play the game, like,
locked in.
Where Zenitsu's like, the one boy that's locked in, you see him and he just looked ready, and I'm just like, it's gonna be good. Like I can't wait. I am excited for these movies.
I wonder who their opponents are gonna be.
I've been spoiled. So yeah. So I'm not gonna say anything. I just know that Ito even said off air last week that the 1v4, and I see who the 1v4 is. That the 1v4 is gonna be the best fight, and I think you confirmed that.
So that whole entire fight is
1v4
insane.
has to be Muzan.
Okay,
and 1v4.
You agree? The 1v4?
Oh, that's the most anticipated for me.
Oh, okay.
That after reading that, it was everything. It's gonna be so good.
I don't know if you guys realized, but they gave a character screen time that was new. I'm like, who the hell is this guy?
There's one character that's been there from the start too. Murata. He was in the. You remember when Sabido saved Gyu? Okay. That other kid who was like, hey, like stay here, like. He's injured, and Sabido ran off. He's like, yo, and then he took care of Gyu. In the forest? Yeah. That's Murata. And you know the guy who always been helping out Tanjiro? He's just one of the Slayers. Yeah. You remember they showed just like they showed like the Demon Slayer core falling in, and then they showed someone like twist and like look around.
Oh yeah.
That's Murata. Yeah. He's been there since the start. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's had a very minor role, but he's basically like he's kind of the character who's like, that'd been nice to be a Demon Slayer. And then he's seen all of it go on. He's like, no, I'm good.
Yeah. Oh, wasn't he in Tokido's training?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was the one people getting their ass kicked.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, I can't wait. I mean, we're all gonna watch the movies.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. There's gonna be like 20 of us watching this movies.
20 deep.
Yeah, we're going in pretty deep. So I'm excited. I can't wait. It's gonna be good.
If you hear crying from my end, just ignore me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pay attention to you. Don't worry about
Bring
it.
the tissues.
No, it's gonna be
so
good.
hype.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Real.
It's gonna be good. But this is fun. Like Derek, it's been a while.
Yeah.
But you obviously always bringing energy. We appreciate it though.
Absolutely,
appreciate you being on. And with that being said, and you can catch Anime Break Room on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, and iTunes. Our social media pages are
Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok.
Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Joe, always a good time. You're gonna be on next week, right?
Oh yeah.
Freyrin, the quintessential anime of the year. Everybody's making favorite anime of the year. Stop.
Fart noise.
Stop. No, you about to go. You about to get all the.
It's a good anime. It's a good anime.
It's a great anime. And actually, our one friend Gawi Abnel.
Oh yeah.
He just finished it.
Did he?
10 out of 10. Yeah. That's what he said.
Izzy's not even waiting for Sandra to. He's getting right to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
he didn't finish Freeman.
No, he has. I think he told me he's in episode 22.
Oh, okay.
He has like 6 more episodes.
Oh,
so.
He's almost done.
He's almost done.
Yeah, I wouldn't wait for anybody either. It's so good.
Yeah,
so Leto's gonna be on next week, talking Freeman. Should be good. We're all gonna say it's Anime of the Year. That might be the whole theme of that episode. Is just name it Anime of the Year. But with that being said, Derek, you good?
I'm good.
Joe, you're good.
Yeah.
Dabir?
Yeah.
All right, break time's over. Have a good day.